Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Friday here, 10 a.m. And we're going to have a cool session today. And I'm going to tell you how to monetize your blog in this training today. But at the very end, I'm going to tell you a huge mistake that a lot of people are making, and it's going to cost them their success. So we want to get to that. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring this bell right here. Turn on all your bell notifications so you're notified every time I go live or if I upload a video. And make good use of that chat box there. Hey, that chat box is there for a reason. I want to hear from you. Excuse me. I want to hear your comments, your questions, your suggestions. Hey, if you just want to say hello, that's cool too. Put that in that chat box there. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's get right into it. Do you have a blog? Answer that in the chat area. And I understand a lot of you watch this after I go live, so feel free to put it in the comment section. I go back, I answer all those questions, comments. I'll say hello to you. And I'm the one that does it. We don't have somebody in the office doing it. So you are talking to me when you talk to me in that chat, or if you talk to me in the comment section. So please, please, please make good use of that. It's there for a reason. So we want to make sure you're using it. And that way I get to know you too. I mean, that's the cool thing, get to know each other. So we're going to talk about this monetizing. Now, this is something also, and I'm reaching up for my screen here. I apologize for a second. I'm trying to get it big enough so I can see. This is something that all these methods I'm going to give you can be used in other areas too. So maybe you've got a podcast or something like that. But I want to give you the best strategies, okay? If you've been wondering, you're saying, JR, how do I turn my passion for blogging into a profitable venture? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm going to show you how to do that today. You want to stay tuned because I'm going to uncover all the secrets of monetizing your blog. And that way you don't have to just waste time. Because I think a lot of people, they get kind of frozen because they don't know what to do. They're like, I'm just going to waste my time. Okay. So don't forget at the end of this today, I'm going to give you the big mistake that a lot of people make. And I don't want you to make that mistake because if you fall into that, you're going to probably be doomed. You don't want that to happen. All right. So are you ready to unlock your true potential of your blog and transform it into a source of income? Okay. So let's get into all these strategies. And, you know, I have blogs on my sites too, and I use these things and I use these strategies, but let's understand why monetizing your blog is worth your time and effort. Okay. As a blogger, you put a lot of effort into this. Okay. You pour your heart into this, soul into this. Okay. And you create really valuable content, and monetization allows you to turn that passion into an actual profit. Okay. So we're doing all this work and that's fine. And we're giving all this value and that's fine. We got to get paid. Okay. There's nothing wrong with getting paid. I think a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I don't want to try to make money off people. It's okay. That's how the world goes around. If you don't have money, you don't have food, clothing, you know, housing, none of that stuff. So it is very important that you do have money. Okay. And you can turn this passion you have into profit. It's going to provide you with the financial freedom to maybe do other stuff you want. Okay. And to continue down this blogging journey full time, and the opportunity to make a living while you're doing something you love. Okay. So a couple of things we want to look at first off, okay? We got to get a solid foundation, okay? The key to successful blog monetization is to build a solid foundation. So let's start with the crucial steps. Step one, define your target audience. This is the one thing that I think a lot of people mess up. It's not the big one, but it is one thing that a lot of people mess up because they just go, well, I'm going to do a blog and I'm going to talk about stuff what I want to talk about. You can't do that because it won't resonate with anybody. The only way you're going to have somebody coming back to your blog over and over and over is if it resonates with them. And the only way it's going to resonate with them is if you target them. Okay. You got to say, okay, I'm going to do a blog like my blog. I'm going to do a blog. I'll pick Survivalcave food for people who are, you know, prepared people who want to prepare for emergencies or disasters. Okay. Not nutcases, okay, because that's not who I focus on. My average customer is not somebody living in a trailer in the woods, okay? My average customer is a highly educated person who maybe has 2 or 3 degrees. They have well over a 6-figure income, and they don't want to stand in line, you know, at the Red Cross to get a sandwich when a hurricane hits town. They want to have good quality food. So I focus all of my information towards that type of person, okay? So what you want to do is you want to tailor your content to meet the needs and interests of your audience, ensuring a strong connection with your audience. And the only way you're going to do that is if you know who they are, what do they want, What are their pain points? I know the pain points for, my audience for Survivalcave food is most survival food tastes bad. Okay. They don't want to eat bad food. They want to be prepared. They don't want to be hanging out with the masses. Okay. They just don't want to do that. They want to be able to know that they're going to have good food to eat and they're not going to have to worry about things. That is their pain points. Okay. Those are the things. They don't want high sodium foods. A lot of the freeze-dried foods out there are high in sodium. They're not good for you. They don't want that. They want good, healthy food. So we produce canned meats at Survivalcave Food that meets that need. And we focus our blog on, calling out people like that, saying, hey, we've got what you want here. This is exactly what you're looking for. This will solve your problems. So we know who our audience is. Number 2, create high quality content. Okay. So there's a lot of talk going around now about AI and you can generate blogs and all that. And I did that. I generated a blog with AI, but I put it into some checkers and those checkers say, this is all AI written. And it didn't sound like it came from the heart. So I took what AI wrote and I rewrote the entire thing in my voice. Okay. In my voice and what I, think and feel. And that way it's going to be a good quality blog. So when you are creating this, don't think you could just churn out information, because if you use something like, Chat GPT, which I do use it as an outline, get it to draw up an outline, then you actually write the content. That's what I would recommend. That's what I did. But you got to deliver valuable and engaging content that keeps readers coming back for more quality content. Excuse me, throat's a little bit dry this morning. Quality content establishes your credibility. So if you've got bad content, what do you think they're going to think of your products? Okay. If you've got, content that's obviously, not targeted and it's just garbage, they're going to think your products are garbage. So they're not going to buy from you. So you don't do yourself any good by generating all this content and it not being good content. Okay. You've got to create good content. Next thing I will tell you is you got to build your email list. Boy, did I screw this up. When I first started, here's the deal. I didn't know what to do with an email list. So I didn't see any point in compiling it. It was like, I want to write an email every day. It's not like that. You've got to get people on your list. Now, right now, you may not have a list or you may not know what to do with the list you do have, but you got to build the list. You can learn what to do with it. Now, my list now, I can send out an email and make money within minutes. I can send out an email. That's pretty cool to be able to do that, to just send out an email and all of a sudden you see cash coming in. But if you don't have an email, list, you're not going to do well. So you need to build that list. Your email list is a powerful asset for blog monetization. You want to encourage your readers to subscribe by offering what's called a lead magnet. Don't say sign up for our newsletter. It doesn't work. Nobody wants a newsletter. We don't want more stuff coming to our inbox. We have to have something of value. So an example may be at Survivalcave Food, we may offer a lead magnet of a contest. Okay, we're doing a giveaway on some food right now. So they may enter the email to try to win that particular item. We may also give them a guide. Maybe it's a survival guide. Maybe it's 10 steps to protect your home in a storm or whatever it is. And then we attach a value to that. What is the value of that? Now, I want you to be real careful when you're doing these lead magnets. I think a lot of people tend to lean towards, I'm going to write a 200-page, ebook on something. People don't want that. They really don't. They want something that's going to be maybe 10 or 8 steps to do something that's concise. It can be one sheet. Okay. It can be one PDF. And then you need to attach a value to it. How much is it worth? Is it $29? Is it $49? And you're like, well, JR, I just wrote it up and put it in a PDF. I don't think it has any value. Obviously it's got value or you wouldn't have done it. So you want to put a value on it. If you don't put a value on your lead magnets, people will think it's worth 0. Okay. So if you just say, hey, download these 10 steps, it's absolutely free. People are going to go, nah, it's probably not worth anything. But if I say, here's a complete guide, 10 steps of what you need to do to protect your family, it's normally $39 or it's a $39 value, but right now you can get it absolutely free. They're going to be more apt to give up their email address because now it's got value. This will allow you to nurture your relationships and promote your offerings directly. If you've got an email list, you can, on a regular basis, send them emails with good information. You can send them promotions of stuff that you're selling, like I just talked about. But if you don't have an email list, And I know you may be thinking, well, right now I don't have anything to send out, JR, and I don't have any content. I don't have any. Doesn't matter. Start building your email list. Offer a lead magnet so that you can start building your list. Your list is going to be crucial to your success, big time. Now, let's explore some effective monetization strategies, because that's what this training is all about today. That can help you turn your blog into a revenue generating machine. Okay, so let's look at the first one here. The first one will be display advertising. So you can incorporate display ads on your blog using platforms like Google AdSense or Mediavine. You can optimize ad placements for maximum visibility while maintaining a positive user experience. Now, you've seen this where you're reading a blog and off to the side, you'll see ads for different things. That's what I'm talking about. All you have to do is contact Google. You can go to, let me put, I'm going to put this in the chat box here. Let's see, Google. All right, let me copy this. And I got to get over to another screen, so bear with me. My computer is actually pretty far away from where I'm at. I'm using a mouse and it's a little cumbersome, but I got it. Okay, so both of these places you can contact and you can get ads put on your blog, okay? Whether it's a WordPress or Magento or Shopify, whatever it is, you can put some ads on there if you want. All right, let me get back to my other sheet here. And questions, put some questions in there, comments, suggestions, whatever you want in that chat box. Once again, if you aren't watching this live, you can always use that comment area. All right, number 2, affiliate marketing. I love affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the easiest ways to make money once you've got a list, okay? But you can partner with brands. You can promote their products or services through affiliate links. You can earn a commission for each sale or referral made through unique affiliate offers. I like to use ClickBank. I've used ClickBank for many, many years. Gosh, I'm thinking going back to 2015 now, something like that. So was that 8 years? And I've always made some good money off it because you can go to ClickBank and you can find offers that are already doing well. And that's the key to ClickBank. You can actually search, find one with a high gravity, and you can actually use that offer and send it to your audience. Make sure it's congruent, okay? In other words, we sell survival foods and, survival courses and that type of thing. And that list lends its, self to a whole bunch of different things, but it's got to be congruent. I wouldn't send out something on, gardening, you could send out to it. Woodworking, you could actually send out to it. I've done Ted's woodworking, which is a really pretty good offer. But I wouldn't send something about, let's say, playing basketball, okay? Because that has nothing to do with it. And if they see that you're going to send them stuff and it has nothing to do with your niche, they're going to unsubscribe. So you got to be really careful about these offers that you send out to your list. You also got to make sure the offer is a good offer. That's why I like going through ClickBank, because they vet the people and they're going to be good offers. So that's helpful. Next thing you can do is you can do what's called sponsored content. Now, sponsored content is where you collaborate with a brand and you create sponsored posts or product reviews. And then you say, hey, click here if you're interested in this product. Go buy this product, use my code, you're going to get a discount, okay? If you do that, you're going to be able to make some money. And it also helps you create content. If I go out and I do a review on, I don't know, a survival kit, or if I go out and do a review on a tent for the woods or something like that, that all falls into my survival niche, okay? I can do a review like that. I can put a link in there. People can buy that product. So you can do sponsored content. Make sure the sponsored content aligns. Once again, I gotta impress this upon you. Make sure it aligns with your brand. Next thing you can do is you can do digital products. I have a bunch of digital products. You can create and sell digital products such as ebooks. I've got online courses, templates, any type of exclusive content. So maybe you've got content that's even better than what you're already putting out, but to get to it, there's a paywall. You can do that also. You can leverage your expertise to provide valuable resources for your readers. All kinds of stuff you can do there. The next thing you can do membership or subscription models. Now, I have some memberships and subscriptions that people pay for on a monthly basis, and that creates that income coming in for me. I don't have that at Survivalcave. Well, yeah, I do. I do have it at Survivalcave, but I forgot about it. I have the Survival Academy. So I have the Survival Academy there that people can buy into. So you can do these subscriptions over at JR Fisher Training. I have courses that they can go through and they can pay monthly for those courses. You can utilize your blog as portfolio. That's my next one here. You can do freelance writing and consulting. You can attract freelance writing gigs or consulting opportunities with your niche. You can share your expertise and you can offer services to clients seeking your knowledge. There's all kinds of ways you can make money off this blog. Why aren't you doing this? Okay, you didn't know. I'll give you that. You didn't know. You didn't know. All right, I'm going to calm down here. If you don't know, you don't know. All right, next up, sponsored events or workshops. You can host a sponsored event. You can do a workshop. You can do webinars. And this doesn't have to be in person, but they're kind of fun to do in person too. But you can do it online. Like I said just now, webinars related to your blog's niche. You can collaborate with relevant brands. You can find other industry experts. My wife does this all the time. She has a podcast and she will interview, a veterinarian or somebody who's come out with some, I don't know, CBD oils for dogs or something like that. She's got a ton of these people like this. And it has a great podcast. It's the Pet Parent Reset on all the podcasts, by the way. Just search Pet Parent Reset, you'll find it. But you can collaborate with these brands and industry experts and offer educational experiences. There's a lot of stuff you can do. All right. Now, I want to get into implementing effective monetization. Okay. So implementing these strategies requires careful planning and execution. All of this stuff is simple. It's not necessarily easy. Okay. It's simple. It's simple to do. It's not always easy. So here's some additional steps I'm going to give you to maximize your monetization efforts. Okay. The first one, understand your audience, continually analyze. Just because you've picked a niche doesn't mean you've quit. Okay. On figuring out your audience. You want to continually analyze your audience and look at their preferences. Okay. You want to look at their needs. You want to look at the feedback they're giving you. Maybe you need to switch and go in a different direction because they want something else. You got to tailor your monetization strategies accordingly. This has to be done on a regular basis. You want to test and you want to optimize. Okay. So maybe I'm running a contest and it's for, I don't know, a case of canned meat. And then I run another contest and it's to win membership into the Survival Academy. Which one of those is going to do better? Which one's going to get more opt-ins? That's what I need to test and analyze. If you use a software like Kartra, which I will put a link in the description at the end of this video, you're going to see a link for Kartra. Kartra will do all this marketing for you. They'll do these tests for you. They will automatically switch over to the one item that's outperforming the other for you. If you don't want to do it yourself, it will actually make the decision for you. So you want to keep track of metrics. You want to look at your click-through rates. You want to look at your conversion rates. Now, click-through rate is when somebody clicks. A conversion is when they do something you want them to do. So maybe they click through to go to a page to download a report. And when they download the report, that's a conversion. And then you want to look at the revenue generated. Maybe you're sending them to a page that you have an offer where you're selling something. Okay. So look at all those things, your click-through rates, your conversion rates, and your revenue generated. What's working? What's not working? Not everything works. Okay. We constantly test these things. You want to optimize your approach based on the results. Next thing you can do. This is number 3, if you're counting these, maintain transparency and authenticity. Okay. Be transparent with your audience about any sponsored content. Besides that, this is required by the FTC. You have to tell people if you're getting something back. So if I have a affiliate link to Amazon, the product, I have to say, that's an affiliate link. I get a small portion of money. It doesn't affect your price or any of that, but I get a small portion of money. So you want to be honest and you want to be authentic. You want to build trust, which is essential for your long-term success. Because if they don't trust you, if they find out you're doing something shady, they're probably not going to want to buy your products. They're probably not going to trust your products. And why would they, right? Number 4, you want to diversify your revenue streams. Man, I'm so glad I did this years ago. I really am. I'm telling you, because sometimes these revenue streams are way up and sometimes they're way down, and I can depend on the other ones. But what you want to do is don't rely on any single monetization method. Okay. So I've mentioned, some ads on there, AdSense. I've mentioned affiliate marketing. I've mentioned, collaborations or sponsored stuff or reviews. Try some of all of these. Okay. Don't use a single method. Diversify your income. This reduces your dependence on a single source of income. And I'm telling you, they come and go, they go up and down, and it's not consistent. Okay. It's not consistent. They're all pretty good. Now, I mentioned that you could go to ClickBank, and I think ClickBank is a really good resource for doing this stuff. But don't just do one offer at ClickBank. Try 2 or 3 different offers there. See which one's going to resonate with your audience. Number 5, Number 5, continually learn and adapt. You want to stay up to date with industry trends and evolving monetization strategies. This stuff is changing so fast because of technology, guys. You want to attend relevant webinars or events. You want to read industry blogs. You want to network with other bloggers to learn from their experience. There's a lot of people making a lot of money blogging. You should talk to them. You should say, hey, what are you doing? Okay, what can I help you with? I'd like to know what you're doing. They don't mind sharing with you. You know, somebody who's successful, I found, is very willing to share. That person who says, I'm not telling you anything about what I'm doing, is generally somebody who's not doing very well. Building sustainable relationships with your audience and partners is crucial for successful blog monetization. So let's explore some of the strategies to nurture these relationships real quick before we close down here. And I'm also going to give you that thing that's going to screw you up. Number 1, engage with your audience. I see a lot of people do this. They'll put out videos, they'll put out blogs or whatever, and people will comment and they don't respond back. You've got to, guys. You got to respond to comments. You got to respond to emails, social media messages, all of these things. And you got to do it quickly. Okay. You can't say, well, you know, once a month, I'm going to go back through it. I'm going to answer all my comments. No, you got to check it every single day. Okay. It's not going to take you that long. You're not going to have that many in the beginning. I can tell you that. You want to show genuine interest in your readers' thoughts and create a sense of community. Very important that you do this. They want to feel like they're part of something. Okay. If you're not overseeing this and you've got to initiate it. You got to say, hey, put a comment in there. Ask me a question. You've got to initiate that. I've been doing that throughout this training today. And sometimes I get a lot of comments and sometimes I don't get a lot of comments. It's not consistent. Okay. You just got to keep doing it. Number 2, you want to collaborate with brands wisely. Okay. So here's what I mean by this. Choose brand partnerships that align with your values and resonate with your audience. Select brands you genuinely believe in and that provide value to your readers. If you don't do that, if you don't provide that, you're not going to do well. Now, here's the big one. I've been talking about this. I said it in the beginning of this training today. This is the one thing that messes up so many people. I see so many people get messed up by this one. They don't do it and it costs them success. Okay, so here it is. Provide consistent value. Okay. And what I mean is you can't sporadically do this stuff. You got to continuously offer valuable content, whether it's through a blog, post, email, social media. Consistency. Okay, consistency and quality will keep your audience engaged and coming back for more. If you post like 10 blogs today, and then you don't post again for 3 months, you're not going to do well. You're just not going to do well. You have to consistently do this. You have to do this. Okay. Very important that you do this consistency thing. I see so many people will start a YouTube channel and they'll do 2 videos in a week. And then next week they do 1, and then they don't do anything for 60 days and they come back and do 5. It needs to be consistent. I mean, so consistent that you publish at the same time, whether it's a blog, whether it's a video. You know, if you're going to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, pick a time. You know, look, you can look at your stats, you know, to figure out what the best time is. And then if you're new, you don't know. So you just got to try different times. You may try at 10 a.m. You may try at 2 p.m. You may try a Saturday versus a Friday. Which one's going to work better for you? Very important that you do this. If you do this, if you do all these things I talked about on here, you're going to be successful at blogging. And if you don't, you probably won't be successful at blogging. Okay. Now I've got a couple minutes. If you guys have any questions, any comments, feel free to put them in there. I'm trying to be live again on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I've been here Monday this week, Wednesday, and this is Friday. So I've done it. I've done all 3 days this week. Plus we're consistently giving you good content, guys. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, videos go up on this channel. You can see those. I have one coming up with Mark Hamade. When you see that name, H-A-M, what is it? Hamade, H-A-M-A-D-E. When you see that name, you're going to want to watch that video. Trust me on this one. You're going to come back and say, JR, thank you so much for recommending that video. I'm doing an interview with him. I've already done the interview. It's in the edit process right now, which takes some time. But once it's done editing, guys, you're going to love this interview. He's a very interesting person. He has a story that is almost unbelievable. It's just crazy what he's been through and what he's done and where he's at right now. And I think you're going to get a lot of value out of it. So check out that interview. It's Mark Hamade. I will put that up. That's probably going to come out next week. I would imagine. I got to work on a little bit more this weekend. It'll probably come out next week. Those of you who are not watching this live, you know, Ask questions. Feel free to do that. I don't mind at all. Don't forget to subscribe. Excuse me, a little hiccup. Let me get a drink of water here real quick. There we go. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That thumbs up helps a whole lot. If you just click that thumbs up button, it means the world to me. It really, really does. I know it sounds like a simple thing, but I'm going to give you time to do it. Are you ready? Okay, get ready. Get ready to click, and I'm waiting. There we go. Got some clicks. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It helps so very much. And don't forget to turn on your bell notification so you're notified every time I go live or if I upload a video. I will be back on Monday morning at 10 a.m. to talk to you guys. Now, if you have a subject you want me to cover, we're all about starting, running, and growing online businesses. But if you have a particular subject you'd like for me to cover, feel free to put that in the chat section, in the comment section, and I'll circle back around and make sure I take care of that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Thank you for supporting this channel. You guys are awesome. Channel wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. And I'm out of here. I'm going to head out to lunch. I'll see you guys on Monday.